What is going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Crypto FUD. Get everything set up here. What's going on, Randy, Texan, Red Rum, Eller, Nico, Troy, Pappy, April? What's going on, guys? See something here. Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up. How's everybody doing today? Troy said he hit the first like. What? See here. Sorry, guys. I'm just setting something up. Oh, no. All right. Well, can't do that. All right, well, let's just jump right into this. So, welcome, 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 guys. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Let's just jump right into this. So, we had a couple big things going on today. First things first, Bitcoin's at 66,700, guys. 66,700. We are steadily but surely moving up here, and things are looking great. You can see for Milady, we ran up all the way up to around the 23.5, and we did recently retrace back down, breaking below that 0.5 fib. But honestly, doesn't look like anything too terrible. You can see that we have been cleanly bouncing off this 20-day moving average, and this is basically on your your 2-hour chart. So you can see easily that we are on an upward movement. So curious to see what this week's going to bring, but definitely looking good. Volume's been coming back up for the whole market. Like I said, Bitcoin really did a nice move today and last night while we were all sleeping, breaking that 66,000, really breaking above this 66.4, which was going to be a big spot for some resistance. I told you guys yesterday we were around that 64,900, found that support. We did break below, but you can see as today started, we broke out and saw a beautiful run. We actually, you can see this bull flag right here played out beautifully for Bitcoin. You can see beautifully right here, nice pull, little descending channel, bull flag, breakout right there, and that's what really brought us over that big spot for some resistance at the 66.4 right there. So everything is looking great for Milady right now. We are currently at around 160 million for market cap. We're up 18% in volume. You guys can see we're back up above that $14 million mark, hitting on the door of 15 million for volume for the day. So things are surely but sure moving forward as far as us moving up. So I didn't think that we were going to see this big explosion. I actually am liking what I'm seeing, just a slow but sure upward movement, not only for Milady but for the whole market, right? I told you guys it was probably going to take maybe a few weeks for the markets to kind of get back up and running, just because you have a lot of people that were kind of like sitting on the sidelines waiting to see what was going to happen post-halving. A lot of people sold off whenever we saw those big moves towards the downside, and then obviously we saw a lot of money sitting on the side. So let's see here. I'm going to post the Discord in the channel. Let me see what's going on here. Sorry, I have people hitting me up on Discord. Let's see, copy the link. All right, and I'm posting the Discord in the chat. If you guys are active on Discord, make sure you guys come and join. Let's see, there you go. All right, I know I said what's up, everybody, but what's going on? I'll start over. Randy, Texas, Red Rum. How we looking? We're looking good. Eller, what's going on? Nico, Troy, Pappy, what's going on? Koala family. April already said hello to you, Loots. Hungry, what's going on, bro? Troy said he hit the like first. Nice. And Nico, Red Rum said, do you think it's possible we cancel out 2 to 3 zeros in this bull run? I mean, yeah, it seems like that's a big question that everybody asks me as far as like what, whenever we get to the top, right? Predicting that $2 to $10 billion market cap, where are we going to be as far as price range? And I was always saying that the math that I've done put us at around a $10 billion market cap would be us deleting 2 zeros and basically deleting 2 zeros, almost 3 zeros off of the price that we're at right now. So remember, we have 6 zeros. That would be us deleting almost 3 zeros if we were to get at the 10 billion or above. So, but remember, you guys, I always look at the market cap is what I always look for, right? As far as like, it's easier to map out exactly where we're going to be as far as market cap instead of looking at how many zeros we're going to drop, right? So, I just pinned the Discord at the top. So if you guys are active, make sure you guys join the Discord. We can talk crypto all day and night. Eller said he's tired. What are you tired of, bro? What's going on? Had a long day? I hear you. We all did, man. So looking at the crypto bubbles for the day, you guys can see what the markets are doing. We're beautifully in the green. We're beautifully in the green. We're looking great. Let's see here. All right. Sorry, Discord's going crazy over here. All right. If you're in the Discord, you hit me up. I got to put the phone to the side right now. All right, so looking at the bubbles, you can see Pepe's up 15%. Pepe was up like 10% yesterday. Stacks is up 6%. Core doing really well. Pretty much the whole market right now. There's a couple projects like Bunk, Maker, Ondo. Craig. Ondo's down only 2%. ICP's down 1%. Dog with Hats down 1.4%. So nothing to be too alarmed. You can see majority of the projects are up in the green. But if you look at the weekly, I thought we were going to see red. You can see on the weekly, everything's up. Now, are they considering the weekly a week ago from today, or did they restart? Because I would think that a lot of projects would still be in the red. Let's look at the monthly. You can see for the month, a lot of projects are still in the red. Obviously, Core is up like crazy. WIF's still up 30%. Pendle, Neo, B, Big Get, is up. And Mantle are the big movers for the week. For the month. But for the week, you can see nice and green. Exactly what we want to see for the Eduardo, what's going on? Real cozy, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? We had a solid day in the markets today. And just looking at Milady, looking at this recap, I mean, this enormous dropper here, like I've been saying the last few days, right? If you guys were able to maybe not even catch the exact bottom, but catch somewhere around the bottom, you should be doing absolutely fantastic right now, right? Maybe you're still in the red as far as like your whole portfolio, but whatever you bought in, if you did catch this dip, you're obviously in the green and you're doing really well because from this drop to up here, it was a big move. It's been a big move. You can see we dropped all the way down to that 10 mark, and we basically jumped up over 100% since that drop right there. So I'm pissed. I'm going to join you guys. I know a couple people were talking about this yesterday. They were like, man, I should have bought more on that dip. And I'm looking back today, my portfolio was doing really well. I'm like well in the green on Milady, and I was like, damn it, I should have bought a lot more in that dip. I don't know what it is. It's like I definitely took advantage of it, but it's like, I could have easily bought a lot more, right? I had a lot more dry powder sitting on the side, and I didn't take advantage of it like I should have. I'm sure a lot of you guys are looking back now, and you're like, damn it, I should have done, pretty much the same thing, right? As far as buying in on more. But it is what it is, right, guys? It is what it is. April said new social. Let me see here. Oh, nice. New social app launched today called Cypher, which is approved by Myro. Oh, which is powered by Myro. Nice. And Real Cozy said it sure is. What's Myro doing today? It's up 3%, nothing too crazy. Pepe, on our watch list, Pepe looks like it's the biggest mover for today. You can see. And if you look at Pepe and you look at Milady, look at that. So we mapped out, it was like 112% move. Let's see what Pepe did from this bottom to where it's at right now. About a 73% move. So this is what I'm telling you guys. I do think that Pepe is going to do outstanding. I mean, Pepe's been killing it, since it's been launched, right? It did go through a dormant stage while we were deep in the bear market, but since then it has rallied like crazy, and I think it's going to do really well in this bull run. But what I'm getting to is, you can see Milady just on this bounce right here. Milady's done 115% from the bottom to where it's at right now. Pepe's done 72%, right? Both of them great, but this is what I'm getting to when I'm saying when we're in the thick of the bull run, you're going to see more gains probably from a project like Milady, most likely only because the market cap is so small, right? So it doesn't take much for this project to really get going and really start moving fast. Pepe's market cap is in the multi-billions, right? So obviously I think that Pepe is going to do really well in the bull market. I have to keep saying that because I do think it, right? But at the same time, I think gain-wise, I think Milady's is gonna outperform Pepe, Bunk, and possibly Whiff, because Whiff is already up there as well as far as crazy market cap. So Craig was saying today was a boring day, really. I mean, it really was. I guess you could say slightly, because we were pumping, but it wasn't like anything crazy, right? We're so used to that excitement. Either we're dropping like crazy or we're shooting off to the moon. So days like this really are just like, they're good to see, right? I know my Milady particularly is up in the green, so it's good to see. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Not like it's like those days where you keep looking at your portfolio and it's up like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? Everybody wants to freaking hit me up while I'm live, right? Let's see here. Everybody wants to hit me up while I'm live. Technically. Yeah. Sorry, I was just getting something set up here. Oops. All right. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's just jump right into some news here. Sorry for the delay, guys. So, Mt. Gox trustee reveals updates for Bitcoin and fiat repayment scheduled for creditors. So, if you guys know anything about Mt. Gox, there was a time back in like 2012, 2013 where Mt. Gox was the only, technically you can say, exchange where you could buy Bitcoin on. Was the only exchange where you could buy Bitcoin, and they actually got hacked, and they lost like thousands and thousands of Bitcoin, right? And we can read it right here. So Mt. Gox is approaching the final phase of its long-anticipated compensation process for creditors. According to an April 21st report shared on Reddit, the exchange is projected to disperse 142,000 Bitcoin. It looks like 143,000 Bitcoin cash and 69 billion AE, Japanese yen, by 2024. Several Mt. Gox creditors have reported updates to their claims accounts indicating process and receiving cryptocurrency and fiat repayments. Reports first surfaced on the Mt. Gox insolvency subreddit in mid-April, with users noting the amount to be paid in repayment data table on their tablets on their account. So really what happened was, and I'm not 100% because this was like way back there, before a lot of us were in crypto. But like I said, there was a time where you could only buy Bitcoin off of Mt. Gox. And there was something that happened real big where basically everybody got liquidated on the exchange. And they were able to redeem that Bitcoin back, but years later. It took a while in the courts and stuff like that for them to basically get to where they're at right now. And now they're finally dispersing the Bitcoin that was lost 10 years ago, right? Now, my question is, if let's say you were holding on to like 100 Bitcoin, do you get 100 Bitcoin back? Or are they giving you what the amount was worth back in those days? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because think about this. If you were holding 100 Bitcoin and you lost it, right? And now you're about to get it back. Let's say if you had 100 Bitcoin back in those days, you paid probably a few dollars for it, right? The most, maybe $100. I don't know exactly what Bitcoin's price was at the exact time of when all this happened. But regardless, if they basically held your Bitcoin and you couldn't sell for 10 years and now you're about to get it back and you're getting back like whatever you had, like 100 Bitcoin, bro, that would be millions of dollars that you made that they basically forced you not to sell, which in the long run, wouldn't that be a good thing? I would imagine. But you know how things work, right? They're like, oh, you had 100 Bitcoin and it was worth $2 at the time, so we owe you $200, right? That's probably what's going to happen to all these people. But regardless, you can see there is going to be a repayment of 142,000 Bitcoin. Now, when this news first released like last year, there was a big scare in regards to a big sell-off, right? Everybody was thinking that there's going to be a massive sell-off, but now when you come to it, a lot of people that are actually in this settlement have been saying that they have no plans to sell. Actually, a lot of people were able to, during this period of time, believe it or not, get this, they were able to, because there was an open case and they pretty much already knew that they were going to be getting back what they lost. They were approached by a lot of exchanges and companies that said, hey, listen, you're not going to be getting your stuff back in like 5 years now, if maybe even longer. You know how these things are drawn out. We'll give you, for those 100 Bitcoins, we'll give you 25,000 right now, right? And then whenever the settlement comes, you obviously sign a contract and it'll just come to us. A lot of people actually did this, and they sold off on a lot of their positions before the settlement even came out. And you're like, why the hell would they do that? Well, you got to remember, you go back a few years ago, and believe it or not, you go back 2020, Bitcoin was trading at $3,000. Bitcoin was trading under $10,000 before 2020. So a lot of these people sold off 5 years ago when Bitcoin was still at, a few $1,000s. So they were like, hell yeah. They ended up selling, making money off of their position that they already redeemed loss. Now they're getting it back. I'm sure they're probably all like, why did I do that? With Bitcoin sitting at $67,000 now, but the point of what I'm getting to is a lot of the Bitcoin has already, or it's going to be getting dispersed into big institutions that were able to basically buy off these people's and their positions. So could be a good thing as far as it not going to the small paper hands, that are going to be getting their Bitcoin and just selling off, causing a big sell off. Because I mean, few million dollars to sell off won't affect Bitcoin, but 143,000 Bitcoin, if it's all sold off, within like a week or a month, that would be a big move as far as a big sell off for Bitcoin. So, and it would obviously result in a big move as far as the whole market. So let's see here. So I want to see if they give us the actual, like what I just said, so we can verify that. So total currency balance on all known addresses on Mt. Gox is about 140,000. Zero Bitcoin has been moved away from these addresses since 2018. So nothing's been actually moved yet. So no parties have gotten their stuff yet. Let's see here. Mt. Gox creditors will start receiving payments by the end of the year, according to the emails. Oversight of Mt. Gox crash and potential impacts on Bitcoin's price. Here we go. So the now, let's see here. The now defunct Mt. Gox has been, or was once the world's largest Bitcoin exchange. See, before it suffered a massive hack in 2014, resulting in the loss of 850,000 Bitcoin. Guys, think about that. Almost 1 million Bitcoin were hacked back in 2014. Was probably the biggest hack that we can think of. I'm sure there might have been a few other ones that have maybe resulted in more money because Bitcoin's worth more now. But think about nowadays what that 850 Bitcoin would be worth. And I tell you, it would be worth $57 billion. That is in it. That's got to be the biggest hack in like the world history. If it was done right now to this day, that'd have to be one of the biggest hacks. So following the theft, the exchange filed for bankruptcy protection and commenced rehabilitation proceedings in 2018 to compensate affected creditors. Delays and uncertainties assured due to legal disputes and other challenges, leaving users confused about the return of their funds. Experts anticipate major selling pressure in October following the process of the repayment plan in 2024, as creditors liquidate their assets due to the extended wait endured by Mt. Gox creditors. So this article is basically saying that we could possibly, by October, see some kind of sell pressure coming into the markets. Honestly, we'll have to see when we get there. What's Bitcoin going to be at? If Bitcoin's sitting at like $80,000 at that time, yeah, I would agree. I would agree that most likely those people are going to probably sell off, even if it's institutions that receive, the Bitcoin that the people sold to them. You'll most likely see a nice sell off. But at the end of the day, it's probably going to be a big nothing burger, and we'll probably move on from that real quickly. So nothing too crazy. Another article, Bitcoin eyes 67,000 after halving as altcoins prime for short squeeze. And remember, we're on bear. This is bear coin desk, so they're always going to give us that bearish news. The bounce was broad-based with nearly all cryptocurrencies on Coinbase market up in the past 24 hours. Crypto markets climbed higher Monday with Bitcoin nearing 67,000 as fears about a deeper correlation allayed. Bitcoin, which underwent its I don't know. I don't even understand what this word is. Is it quadrennial? Underwent its quadrennial halving event during the weekend, cutting the insurance of new supply in half, climbing over 3% over the past 24 hours, recently changing hands at 66,500, and Ethereum held steady near 32 but lagging its 1.5 advance during the same period. Crypto's strong showing was broad-based, with 163 out of 173 cryptos posting positive returns, daily returns. So you can see majority of the market obviously is already up. We already can saw that as far as the bubbles. The bounce extended to digital assets focused stocks with sharing of crypto coin exchange Coinbase and MicroStrategy's rallying 7 and 12%. Let's see here. So yeah, pretty much everything we already know. Nothing too crazy. I guess it's true, Craig. Nothing. Today was kind of a boring day, right? Nothing too crazy, but you know what? We'll take it. Koktoshi, what's going on? Shed, what is going on, bro? Nico, it's crazy. Same with let's see here. Celsius, Terra Luna, FTX. Yep. Exactly, bro. But you know the difference is between all of those, you know, FTX was a big freaking scam, right? Was a big scam, but it didn't get hacked. Mt. Gox got literally hacked, right? Now, was it an inside job? Who knows, right? Who knows? So, checking out NFK. So, we had an eventful day today with NFK, right? We just came off of all-time highs. Our market cap jumped up to, I think, $1.5 billion. And, you know, it is what it is, right? We saw people taking profits. We saw some profit taken today. Started a nice little sell-off, but we saw a massive bounce on that sell-off. And you can see we're up about 17, almost 18% in the last 16 hours. So, I mean, this is a big, strong community that's not going to get brought down. You know, off these dips, I've been telling you guys, we're slowly but surely making higher and higher lows as we continue to move. And this is what we want to see in the project. I don't want to see us just shoot up massively, because this is what happens, right? You shoot up massively. A lot of people have gotten in at good prices, which I'm happy, right? I'm honestly happy people are making profits on the project, right? You buy, you sell. It's all part of the nature, right? And a lot of us that really believe in the project, we're long term. So these price fluctuations don't really deteriorate anything as far as what we know and what we believe, right? We have big things rolling out. I don't know if Prodigy wanted me to spill the beans, but I'm going to spill the beans. We are going to be dropping NFTs for Koala. Most likely, I was pushing for tonight. Prodigy said, "Bro, you got to take it easy, man. We got to get everything set up on the exchange. You know, like on OpenSea and everything like that." So I was like, all right, bro, just let me know when. So supposedly, hopefully, he's trying to hit me up on the Discord right now, but I told him, I mean, obviously he should be around here. He knows we're live, but we're probably shooting for some NFTs being released for tomorrow. So we'll let you guys know exactly what the floor price is and where and how you can get your hands on a no FUD Koala. But we're all going to have, I don't know the exact account, but they're all going to be pretty much one-to-ones NFTs that are going to be exclusive, and we're going to be rolling out, as far as NFT holders, you know, any kind of perks that we can do as far as anybody that holds on to NFTs. So we'll definitely, like I said, tomorrow's stream, we'll probably have a little bit more updates on where and how we're going to be able to buy them. I don't even have my hands on an NFT. I'm going to be buying them just like you guys whenever we drop. So we'll see how it goes. But shout out to everybody that ate the dip today. Definitely got in on a good price. Like I said before, anybody that's been catching any of these dips have been making crazy gains, right? Whether you're doing it short term or long term, you know, I'm not going to judge anybody on making money, but I'm telling you guys, we're running this thing up. First goal, we already broke the $1 million market cap. Next goal is going to be the 10 million, and then after that, 100 million, and then eventually we're going to be eyeing $1 billion market cap. So definitely take a chance, or take a look at the project. $NFK on Solana. Check it out. Nico said he's been shopping. Cook, what's going on, bro? And Sketch, what's going on, man? I feel like I haven't seen you here in a little while. But other than that, let's see. Is there anything going on? I saw some people posting stuff on the Discord earlier. about some projects that dropped. What I think it was on Chronos. Was it not? Let me see here. Doesn't look like anything crazy on Chronos has dropped. Looking on Solana to see what's going on. Fortune Cat. Look at that freaking chart. See what I'm saying, guys? This is what I'm talking about, what we don't want to see. You know, we want to see a natural growth, right? I want to see the charts just slowly but surely moving up like what we have on NFK. Nothing crazy on this project, right? I'm just saying, you know, you can see this massive shoot up, $5 million in volume. $5 million in volume. And look, the market cap's at 200,000. That means so many people jumped in and jumped the hell out, and now they're moving on. Which, you know, it is what it is, right? I'm just saying, particularly when you're running a project, if you're long term like we are, and we've put in so much time, money, you know, dedication, you want to see the project just like naturally build. Something like that where you see it just blow up in an hour and then it just drops right back down. You know, it's a little heartbreaking. It really is. This chart right here doesn't look bad at all, right? You can see this beautiful just build up. It hasn't seen like a massive shoot up and then a drop down, right? Which means probably a lot of people are going to be long term for this project. And I say long term as in they could be, you know how DeFi is. It could be a week, 2 weeks is long term for these people as far as, you know, jumping in and jumping out. But I don't blame them, because if you're not really familiar with the devs and what they have as far as what they're doing long term, I always tell you guys, jump in, get that money, and get the hell out. And just keep sticking and moving, right? Oh, so BP's got a little update. He said, yeah, I say NFTs should drop on Friday, you know, payday. Oh, I thought Prodigy was bringing you over here. Where is Prodigy? Hold on. Let me tell him to jump in. Oh, Lord. And if you guys are wondering, how am I hitting him up? I'm hitting him up on the Discord that we have on the chat. So make sure you guys join the Discord. If you guys are active on Discord, like I said, we're on Discord freaking 24/7. I have to literally put my stuff on mute during the night because we have people around the world. So obviously, while we're in the States, it's like the middle of the night. These guys are up. It's early. They're like, oh, they're like, what time is it over there? I'm like, bro, it's 3 a.m. They're like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's 12 noon over here. We're eating lunch. I'm like, all right. I'm going to bed. BP said you got to throw out the Prodigy signal out. I just sent him a signal. I don't think it's kid friendly though. I can't post it on here. The signal I just sent him. So we'll see if he comes in. Just kidding. I'm just messing around. Let's look at the volume today for DeFi. So Solana's DeFi 1.25, Ethereum 1.3, Binance 2 billion, Arbitrum dropped down to 500, and Base is back down to about 400. So this right here leads me to believe that right now DeFi is kind of cool. It's cooled down a little bit, you know, compared to even a week ago, especially a month or two ago. We were doing some days on Solana like $4 or $5 billion. I've seen days where it was 10 billion. You know, 1 billion is still solid, but it is dropped down considerably. So if you're wondering why your favorite projects are like not doing anything right now, that could be why. Looking at what's trending here, Panda Swap on Solana. Let's look this up real quick. I think someone brought this up the other day. Pretty sure they did. Yep. They did. Knight, what's going on, bro? Sorry for the late response. What's going on, dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Red Rum said, thoughts on Paul swap? We'll check it out. Knight said, do I think Jasmy could run even with another Bitcoin correction? What do you mean by that? Like, if Bitcoin has some kind of a sell-off, do I think Jasmy's gonna can hold? Because if that's what you're asking, honestly, I would say, and this is my God honest truth, right? Is that, Jasmy is gonna run with the market for right now. Unless something bullish news comes out, and this is for any project, right? Any bullish project, any bullish news, like when Jasmy was announcing that they're working with big companies in Japan and stuff like that, that really ignited the run, right? That right there will break a project out of the correlation of with Bitcoin. But right now, we're back just in kind of a in sync, kind of move with Bitcoin for right now. So I would say if there is a big correction with Bitcoin, Jasmy's going to most likely be affected with it. Most likely going to be affected with it. Right now, I am looking. I was like, holy crap. You can see technically a bull flag that has been forming that we haven't even mapped out for Jasmy. So you can see Jasmy's just waiting for Bitcoin to really get its act back together. And you can see this thing's probably going to take off and fly off. I've been telling you guys, honestly, I don't worry about Jasmy whatsoever because Jasmy's got such an enormous community, especially they're tapped into the Asian market. You know how strong the Asian market is, especially with their crypto. Jasmy's going to do really well in the bull market. So if you're long-term bullish like I am, obviously I'm not. I honestly don't have a bag of Jasmy. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I don't own it. I wish I would have bought in on Jasmy. Obviously, hindsight 2020 back here, I didn't. But I do believe long-term, Jasmy's going to do really well. I really do believe that. And as we move up, we'll map out what we already know as far as these spots for some resistance, like the 2.5 cents, the 2.8, and then obviously the top of this fib at around 3 cents is going to be the next spots for some resistance. So to answer your question, yes, I do think if Bitcoin dips, it's going to bring the whole market down with it, unless something particular is going on with that project. So let me answer. Real quick. Owen said, "Sup, bro? I'm late. What's the news on Milady? Milady's killing it, bro. She's killing it. She's having a little bit of a retrace from earlier. If you guys obviously saw, we jumped up all the way towards the 23. You can see she has retraced. We are sitting right here at this 0.5 fib retracement right now. So what I would like to see, we did get this bounce right here. You see the one candle where we bounced. That's what shot us up to this local high. I want to see us get above the 0.5, which is going to be basically at the 21.9 right here. We have to find some support, and I think we're going to continue to rally. But at the end of the day, you can see right here, this is on the 2-hour. We're bouncing off this 20-day. Any project that's bouncing off the 20-day is going to look like this, where it's just kind of on this upward move. So you can see we've even retraced back down towards this 20-day moving average, and we found some support, which is very bullish. So I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to move on the upside, but I do want to see us get some support above this 0.5, which is going to be exactly at around that 21.9 right there. So, Jasmy said, well, here's a start to your Jasmy bag. You know what's up, bro? I promise you, mark my words, tonight, that $10 that you gave, even though YouTube won't give it to me till like next month, I will literally put the $10 out of my own pocket for tonight. I'm going to put it into Jasmy. I promise you. I'm going to start a bag of Jasmy just because you guys have motivated me to do that. So I appreciate that, Jasmy and NFK. I should do 10 on Jasmy and NFK because of your name. I appreciate that, bro. I really do. Thank you so much for the support. And I'm going to put that into Jasmy. I should do all the super chats. I should just put it all into crypto. I'm just thinking about that because long term, that would just be nothing but perfect. I mean, that would be nothing but profits for me. Like if like whatever I get for super chats and for the channel, obviously, you know, I have to buy stuff for the channel as well. Like, you know, I'm going to be doing a studio and stuff like that later on when I move into the new place. But I should really be allocating, you know, all that into crypto and just letting it grow. Thank you. You just sparked something in my mind right there, Jasmy. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. So Monero said, hey, bro, when do you think the bull run will begin? And then Red Rum came right behind him and said, bro, Monero, it's already started. And I do agree. Monero, I do agree. So if you look back, let's look back real quick on Bitcoin because I want to show you guys. So if you look back on like Bitcoin, let's pull out the other chart that doesn't have a million lines on it. So if you look back on Bitcoin, right? And let's look back at previous cycles where Bitcoin has run up. So let's see here. So this is the full Bitcoin chart here. You can see us, obviously, you can see us on a run. A bull market technically means 2 consecutive months of upward movement is what the definition of a bull market actually means, right? So with that being said, Red Rum is correct as far as saying we're already technically in a bull run, right? Because we've seen multiple months of upward movement. But what I really want to point out is, think about it. If we're somewhere right here, you know, you can see, when does the bull market start? Is it right when the bottom is in and we start moving up? I would say yes. So what would you say the bull market was for this right here? I would say most likely this 2020 when the pandemic hit and we dropped all the way down to Bitcoin dropped all the way down to 3,800 on March. What day was this? This was such a big day. March the 9th right here. Bitcoin dropped all the way down to $3,800, right? But from there on, do you see what happened? So you can technically, even though it needs to be 2 months consecutively, right? Where by definition would be a bull market. But you can really see that from that drop, it was nothing but upward movement from there. So you really can say from that drop was the beginning of the bull run, right? So you can say right here, this was the last 2 years that we went through, right? We dropped down. We can say that somewhere around when we hit that 15,000 mark, this was back in November of 2022, pretty much from there, we've been technically on a bull run. Technically, right? By definition, January of 2023, we didn't know it, but we were already on a bull run. Even though Bitcoin was still in the 20,000s, we technically, by definition, were in a bull run. So to answer your question, we've already started. How long are we going to go is really the more important question, I would say. How long are we going to go, you know, in this run? And a lot of people have been calling for, you know, 2025. I still believe that we're going to see altcoin season, honestly, by the end of this year. And I think that usually when you see these bull runs, if you map it out, let's just say from August the 20th, the August 2020 to, we'll say, to the peak of this run, this was back in 2020 and 2021, the bull run ran for about August to 2021 November. So what does that come out to? About a year and 4 months the bull run ran, right? Let's see where we're at as far as this drop. January 2023 to where we're at right now. That's about a year and 2 months. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I honestly think that this bull run right here was so short-lived. It really was. Like you can see, I mean, we really weren't up for long. We made high, we dropped. We made a high and we dropped. You know, we didn't see any kind of a move where we kind of stayed at these levels. We've been technically at these higher levels for a while. We really have. And you know what I'm looking at right now is us zoomed out. We're looking at the weekly right now. Let me delete this drawing right here. Normally don't look at the weekly, but we're going to look at it right now. And it's almost like we're seeing somewhat of a bull flag that could possibly play out. This is on the weekly, right? Usually we're zoomed in on Bitcoin. If you're looking at the weekly, we could see something. I mean, Bitcoin could easily drop down. Not saying that it's going to, but we could easily drop down to like 57,000. Still be so bullish and go on a beautiful, beautiful takeoff for Bitcoin. So, hope that answers your question, bro. Now let's get back into those zoomed in numbers. I think Bitcoin just broke. Yeah, it broke above 67. Look at that. And I will say we're zoomed in now. We're looking at the 2 hour. I mean, look at these levels that Bitcoin's been doing. Bitcoin's been making bull flags. Remember what I was telling you guys when we first kind of really were like engaged in this real big bull run that we've been in? I was telling you, the charts are going to look very similar, right? They're going to look very similar to where you're going to see a lot of bull flags forming, right? And you can see bull flag, bull flag, bull flag. What do you think is going to happen here? Possibly a bull flag, because we're in a bull market. You're usually going to see bull flags where you're going to have a nice run up, somewhat of a downward channel. It's going to find some support, nice blow up again, downward channel, find some support. But if you look at the gist of it, we're slowly but surely on our way up, making higher lows and higher highs. So that's usually a big sign that you're actually, back up and upward movement, as hence the over and over bull flags that keep forming. So, Jasmy, thank you again for the $10, bro. I appreciate that. Nico said George is back from Dubai. The guys are giving him now $50 for chart readings, bro. I saw his. I didn't get to watch his stream. I was so busy this morning, but I did like jump in on his stream briefly, and I was listening very shortly. But I was just like I saw his stream pop up, and I was like, oh, he's back, right? I know he was right when I jumped in on the channel. He said that he was he flew first class on the plane. I guess it was like a 12-hour flight, and he was like, yeah, it was really comfortable and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, boy, that boy's living it up, because those trips, he was gone for what, 2 to 3 weeks. If you're out that long out of the country, you're spending $20,000 easily, $30,000 on those vacations. So shout out to George. He's worked hard for it, right? So that's goals right there. We'll get there eventually. TJ, what's going on, bro? BP said hit that like button and join the Discord and memberships. Definitely. Red Rum said once you see us going to 6 trillion, 8 trillion market cap, enjoy the ride. Definitely. And you mean for NFK, right? NFK going to $6 trillion market cap? I'm just kidding. Bro, you imagine that if we hit $1 trillion market cap? Oh my gosh. Don't say never, right? Because anything can happen in crypto. Anything. Fajerio said, I'm late. How's everyone? It's all right, bro. I'm glad that you're here, bro. Someone asked me about a swap. It just hit me. Let me see here. Oh, Red Rum, you were saying Paul swap? Sorry, I had to jump up and see. Let's look that up real quick. Paul swap. I'm guessing this is on Ethereum, correct? So, I mean, market cap, not bad, $7 million. Liquidity's at $1 million, so it looks good as far as the numbers. If this is the chart you speak of, I mean, it doesn't look bad. Had a nice little run up. You can see, obviously, on a downward trend. You can kind of see that downward trend kind of going. It broke out of the trend slightly, but came right back in. So, I mean, doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. I mean, catching some of these buys might not be bad. I would use this project, honestly. I mean, if you're long term, that's great. But honestly, I would use this. Oh, this is on Shiba Swap? Ethereum Shiba Swap. I just realized that. I would use these swings, bro, and take advantage of them. Like, catch one of these dips. Eat up that swing trade for this project. But you can see it's clearly on a downward move. I mean, it's up 5% for the day. It looks like it's up, for the last few days, it's up considerably. But you look, it's making lower highs as it's moving. So definitely be careful with that. I'm excited, guys. I'm going to buy some Jasmy here after the stream. Gene said holding 1 million Jasmy average costs at 0.004. I will sell at $1 and 1 billion Milady. Oh, 100 billion Milady average costs. Nice. Gene, that's a solid bag. I know Craig, you have 1 million. Craig has, I don't know, is Craig in here today? Craig has like, what do you have, Craig? You got like 500,000 or 300, something like that of Jasmy. Damn, you're holding 1 million Jasmy? That's crazy. It's a solid bag. Now remember, let's see here. In order for Jasmy to get to $1, the market cap would need to be $50 billion. So that's a 50x from where you're at right now. You're at 1 billion. So you would need to get up to 49, to be exact, 49,299,000,000. So not saying that it can't. It could. But remember what we talked about a while back when I was telling you guys, you know, don't put a price range exactly like, oh, I'm not selling until Jasmy gets to $1.25, right? Kind of like what that guy did for Dogecoin. He's like, I'm not selling for $1, and he wanted to stick to it, right? Well, Doge went up to like 80 cents, and he didn't sell. And now he looks back and he kicks himself, right? So I would have, you know, a price range on, all right, I'm looking for $1, but if it gets up to like 80 cents, I'm going to start looking to possibly sell, right? Something like that. You still have goals, but you're not going to set up some strict goal to where if it gets to 93 cents, you don't sell, and then it goes back down to like 10 cents. You're going to be kicking yourself, you know? So I'm not saying that's what's going to happen or anything. I'm just saying, you know, want to make sure you secure that bag, right? Make sure you secure the bag at all times. Looking to see if there's any other big movers. XRP is up 6.5%. Remember I was telling you guys, you know, XRP, it broke below the 200-day. It broke below the 200-day, and this thing's going to have a rough time breaking above, I think, back above the 200 until Bitcoin really goes on a massive rally. I think that the XRP is going to probably run up to about 58 cents, and it's going to probably have to keep hitting its head multiple times. But, I mean, it is on a nice run today. Believe it or not, I'm surprised no one's talking about XRP because, I mean, if you look at the bottom at 41 cents from where it dropped to where it's at right now, I mean, it's up 33%. Nothing crazy. What project? This is why I tell you guys. It's just like I keep. You look at all these projects, right? You look at 30%. Look what Milady is up on that same drop. 115%, guys. When I tell you guys that the opportunity for gains is going to be higher on Milady versus a lot of your favorite meme coins, I'm not just saying this. I'm telling you this from experience. We have all the boxes checked, right? We have an enormous community. We're building. Now they are already talking about that they already have in place a launch pad for staking, burning for Milady. Shiba didn't do this for a while. Doge didn't do this for a while. We already got our Elon tweet a while back. We're probably not going to see another one, right? The next box to really check is Binance. After that, and then really the altcoin season. Those are the two boxes that we're waiting for. And I'm telling you, that's going to be the recipe for us to break that $1 billion market cap and most likely be running up towards that 10, who knows, maybe $20 billion market cap for Milady. And I know it sounds crazy, and there's probably somebody in the watching like $20 billion, bro. Are you kidding me? Why not? Doge and Shiba ran up to 70. Shiba went up to 44. Doge went up to 80. You know, why can't Milady jump up to 10, maybe $20 billion? It's honestly not too unrealistic, in my opinion. So Fajerio said, can you check Nervos? Justin said, I try to forget that project. You talking about XRP? Yeah. It's crazy because I tell everybody, and I've been saying this for a while. A lot of people are they're like pissed at XRP, right? Because they were sold this dream that when XRP won the case, that XRP was going to $5, right? $5, if not higher. I saw some people were talking about in the hundreds, and I'm like, it's all about circulating supply and market cap, right? I hope you've been around long enough to the channel. You guys know because I'm always harping on that, right? I'm always harping on that. You have to understand that's the boundaries, right? And with XRP, the market cap is so high. It's so high. Let's just check it out real quick. XRP's market cap is at what, 30 billion? Yeah, look at that. I haven't even looked at it in a long time. That was just a guess, but yeah, $30 billion, right? And it's at 50 something cents right now, 56 cents. So imagine these people are talking about $5 XRP. $5 XRP. That's what? A 10x from where it's at right now? That's 10 times. That's $300 billion market cap. Again, the only projects that have been able to exceed 300 billion are Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's it. Out of all existence of crypto. Do I think down the road that a lot of projects are going to exceed that? 100%. But now you're talking about down the road when Bitcoin is at 10, 15, 20 trillion dollars. We're not there yet, right? So the chances of your projects, are these projects getting up to those hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollar market cap? It's just not there. There's not enough money in crypto yet. I do think down the road it will be. So what I'm getting to is when people were saying that they were sold this dream that XRP was going to go to $5 or more, I'm sitting back there like there's just no way. Obviously $1 easily obtainable, right? But $5, insane. So what I'm getting to is now that XRP, it didn't do that, a few months back. A lot of people got pissed and they just sold off of XRP. They sold off and they moved on to other projects, But I think down the road, XRP is going to do really well. I really do. I do think that in this bull run, the thick of the bull run, XRP is probably going to jump up to like $2 or $3. And that's still, you're talking about $3. That's $150 billion market cap, or more actually, because it's at 56 cents, 30. Let's see here. So if it was to jump up to $3, that would be what, a 6x from right now. So that'd be 6 times. That'd be $180 billion market cap. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So real quick, Fajerio, Nervos, CXB. So right now, looking at it, looks like it's hovering around this 0.5. This 0.5 area right now. It's like literally right on 0.5 at around the 20 cents. So hopefully it can hold that level, find some support. I wouldn't be surprised if you continue to continue this upward movement. But you can see this thing was beautifully moving up, right? Was moving up, had to come back and bounce off the 618 twice. Found that support on that double bottom, almost like a big W. You guys already know a W pattern usually is going to lead towards the upside. So we saw that double bottom on the 618, which is very bullish. Nice bounce, making, I don't know if these are all-time highs or local highs, but it did make a nice, we'll call it a local high right here at around the 3.8 cents. But since then, and I would imagine this was back in the end of April, or mid-April. So you obviously know in the last few weeks we've had a cool off in the whole market, so obviously brought it down. So back right now at the 0.5. Hopefully this thing doesn't even need to bounce at the 618 again, and it can stay support at around the 0.5 and go on another run. So definitely still bullish in my eyes. What was it? CXB. So market cap's up there at around 890. I was honestly expecting it to be like down in like maybe a few hundred. This thing's not far from $1 billion market cap. So I mean, it's a solid project. Definitely a solid project. So this definitely would be a long term. If it does bounce back at the 618, dude, not financial advice, but I would be definitely adding to my bags around that 618, because you can see it's a big spot for some support, and usually it bounces, and that's going to be somewhere around that 1.6 cent mark. So keep an eye on it, bro. And good luck with that, bro. Everything's bro, right? Everything's bro. I got you, bro. Justin said, "Yep, I've been hearing about XRP for years and it never did anything." I put XRP with right with Cardano ADA, right? It's like the same thing, but I'm telling you, bro. And again with bro, I'm gonna try to not say bro for the rest of the stream. Let's see if I can do this. So I'm telling you, man. ADA did the same thing back in 2020, 2021, where it was like the markets were rallying. Oh, excuse me. And ADA wasn't doing much. And a lot of people are like, what the hell is going on? ADA wasn't doing much. And it was like the markets kind of like were, flatlined. They were up like crazy. Bitcoin was probably, I don't remember the exact numbers, was like around 50, maybe 60,000. And out of nowhere, ADA just started shooting up like crazy. Everybody was selling off on ADA. ADA's done. This is a stable coin. We were at like 90 cents or $1 at the time, just sitting there. And everybody was like giving up on ADA, and it literally just out of nowhere took off. We jumped all the way up to like $3.50, I believe, out of nowhere. So same thing with XRP. I think the same thing's going to happen. When you least expect it, XRP is going to start flying. We're seeing a nice little run with Bitcoin right now. This obviously is because we're live right now. It's the crypto foot effect. So you're seeing obviously with us being live, you can see Bitcoin's running. So looks like we're up right now around 67,200. And remember what we were talking about at the beginning of the stream for Milady. We definitely want to see some support at this 0.5 fib. Just zooming in. And I wouldn't say we technically have gotten the support because we did dip a little bit below, but we are hovering right there. So I'll take it for now. If we can get a couple more candles somewhere around bouncing at that 0.5, we're going to continue to go on this run. At the end of the day, like I said, this is on the 2 hour. So if you're mapping it on your own, we're looking at the 2 hour. We have our moving averages, our 20-day moving average right here. As long as we stay above parallel, but above the 20, we're going to continue to move up towards the upside. So, MeX, what's going on, man? Try not to say BRO. So, Grant said Zbeck Network. Let's check that out, man. I'm going to say man to like one of the girls in here. They'll be like, I'm not a man. I'm like, sorry. Zbeck's on a nice run, man. I almost said it. I wonder how many times I say that during the day. I'm starting to catch on now. Zbeck Network. Now, which one is it? Is my question. Did they just have a merge? Let's see here. Yeah, they migrated. So let me see here. This is 33. So this is it right here. Zbeck is migrating to ZBCN. Oh, look who finally showed up, guys. Let's roll out the red carpet. Prodigy came and blessed us with his presence. An hour into the stream. An hour and 4 minutes into the stream. How are you doing, buddy? What's going on? Sorry to interrupt anything you had going on. How are you doing, man? How's everything going, bro? Oh, man, you made me say it. Gosh darn it. Prodigy. I was filling everybody in on Randy, don't come in here and start laughing, man. Prodigy, I was filling everybody in on the NFTs. You have any updates on the NFTs? We're interested. When do you think that we're gonna have a launch date for the No FUD Koala NFTs? If you can briefly give us a nice little update. And quick breaking news, guys. Mario just jumped in and said he just ran 1 mile. Nice, bro. 1 mile. I jumped on the Stairmaster this morning and I was on that bad boy for 25 minutes. It didn't tell me the miles, but I did like 70 flights of stairs earlier. You guys know I do bodybuilding, so me with cardio, I finally started building it up, but you know, it's a work in progress. Yes, I know, Jer, I said it. I know I said it, man. It's hard. It's hard. So let's do a quick let's see here. Zbeck, beautiful run. Beautiful run. This project is really running. I'm wondering it's because of the migration possibly. Not familiar with the project necessarily, but I can see they're under some kind of migration. But you can see they found support at the 786 right here. And look at this beautiful run. Just blasting off, making all-time highs at around this 33 spot. So definitely looks great. The one thing I will say about this project is as long as it can stay above the 236 right here at around the 30, you're definitely going to continue on a nice run. So definitely looks great. From what I'm seeing, if this is the right numbers, the market cap's only at around 170 million. So, and it's up 35% for the day, dude. So this project's definitely pumping. Looking to see. It's on crypto.com. Nice. Definitely looks good. So let's see here. Prodigy said NFTs will be done April 22nd to April 25th. Wait, isn't that today? NFTs will be done basically from anywhere from today to the 25th. Who knows? Maybe today if you're lucky. Oh, that's what you're gonna do, bro? Oh, I said it again, man. Said it again. This guy's over here teasing people and stuff, and no Diddy, but he's over here, you know, not giving out the sauce. Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll have a update on exactly when it's going to drop. So, and then we need to also update everybody on how they're going to be able to obtain the NFTs as well for NFK. Yeah, so Zbeck's not looking bad, bro. Oh my gosh, I give up. I give up. Randy said he should have done 100x short on Sam, bro. Randy with his leverage trading 2 weeks ago, it was nothing but soul. This guy was DeFi crazy. Now it's leverage. If he can't leverage something, he ain't dealing with it, right? So my boy just said he should have put 100x short on me saying, bro. Yeah, you would have made out really well. No Diddy. Yeah. I'm surprised you guys haven't asked me about call, crub, nothing. Looks like call is kind of going back to being sideways, but it did find some support at some of our levels. So definitely not writing it off whatsoever. It broke out of this downward move, you can see, obviously. So we'll have to see how it goes. You know, like I told you guys, they got dropped on that exchange. I forgot what it was. It was like BitMEX or something like that, which was a big deal for them because now they're getting, you know, a little bit more exposure. But it's a small exchange, so it's only going to bring in so many new people, right? They need to keep pushing, and I'm sure they are because they have a solid dev team. They need to keep pushing on, you know, just getting, you know, the word out there, getting on more exchanges, you know. Well, there was another. What is this? Look at this. PPFT. What is this? I can't even pronounce that. Papa Rico Finance. Papa Rico offers a revolutionary blend of decentralized finance, integrating crypto assets investments with gaming finance to deliver an unparalleled user experience. Dive into a world where competition, staking, trading, and locking in assets converge seamlessly. Moreover, by participating in our unique vault lock-in feature, users can unlock incredible cashback rewards, adding an extra layer of excitement and profitability to their financial journey. Not too bad. I'm not real big on these finance tokens. I don't think that they're bad. If you can get in on these finance tokens, obviously down here, I personally think that you make more money when you buy in down here and you sell up here instead of locking in your position, right, for some kind of like a 5%, 5% APY. Because what if you lock in? Because a lot of times when you lock in your stuff, you have to commit to a certain amount of time. Usually you have to commit, whether it be 2 days, whether it be a month. I don't know what the commitment is on as far as locking in, but let's just say you bought it down here, you locked it in, and it needs to be locked in for a month, and in the next few weeks they drop back down. So yeah, you made maybe a few percent back, but now you just missed out on 200-300% profits as far as selling. So that's why with these finance tokens, I think they're, some of them are solid, but if you get in at a good price, I would just, be more worried about just taking advantage of the profits instead of really locking in anything, because like I said, you don't know, it might come back to haunt you. Prodigy said that I'm not even gonna say his name again. Might be coming for you if you say his name 3 times. Is that true? Is that kind of like Candyman? So I'm not saying his name again. Yeah, Justin said they just launched. I see that. It looks like on the 19th they launched. So yeah, they've only been out for a few days. I saw when they dropped, and I didn't even really pay any mind on it. But you can see they're up just in the 24 hours. They're up almost 200%. So definitely looks good. Let's see here. Prodigy, why isn't Ryoshi on here? Is it in my face and I don't see it? What's going on? Bro, you guys remember when Corgi AI was at 1.2 billion? They're at 600 million. They've dropped down 50%. Hold on. Where's Ryoshi, bro? No, I'm being serious. I'm not even like trolling. I'm being serious. Like, where is it? Damn, so Corgi's kind of hitting these levels that I said I would potentially look to buy in. I don't know. I don't know. The only reason why I'm kind of like hesitant to jump in on Corgi is because the market cap, even though it's down, the project is down. The market cap is still so freaking high at $600 million, right? And I mean, $600 million, you got to remember, this is a DeFi project on Chronos. So, I mean, that's high for a project on Chronos. Did I move this line? Because I feel like this line should have been a little bit farther down. I'm going to move this. I feel like this line should be down, because you can see we bounce multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times right there. So we'll see. I still ain't buying, though, if it drops to there. Oh, that's why I put the line there, because of this. Now I see. Alright, I'll leave it right there. I know it's on Chronos, Prodigy. I'm saying it's not. You see the trending? It's not on here. What's going on, bro? I gotta go manually look for it. Ryoshi with the knife. Still doing that sideways action. Rosales, what's going on, bro? Hold on here. Let me see. Justin said you have to go down. I don't think they bring in a lot of volume. Oh, shots fired. Whew. Shots fired at Ryoshi. I'm just kidding. Mario said, don't stake all your back. Just bull run. Last bull run, I lost 10K for having all my Shiba staked for 3 months, and I had a massive run, so I couldn't take profits. I was a newbie. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm exactly saying, Mario. And I say this to everybody. You have to be very careful because a lot of times it's a selling point, right? To a lot of new people. They're like, holy crap, you buy in, and all I have to do is just I can buy in, and I can stake my these tokens or coins, and I'm getting back 5% back, right? And it's good for the project because it relieves a lot of sell pressure. But the smart people, and I'm not saying that you guys aren't, I'm just saying like the smart people are buying in at that bottom and selling at that top, and they're making hundreds of more percent gains than the person that bought in at the bottom and just put their locked in their portfolio in some kind of vault that's going to be locked in for a certain amount of time, and now they're not able to sell at that high. So that's why I always say those finance tokens, they're not bad, but I've been burned on some of them. Like VVS, when VVS dropped, I bought in on VVS at such good prices, and I kept freaking staking and locking it in, not even worried about the charts, knowing, not even seeing that it ran up and then came back down. And by the time I'm done staking, I lost money because what I got back was freaking a fraction of what I could have sold at the top. So it's just that's why I say the finance tokens, they're not bad, but those are selling points as far as you staking. I believe in. I think if you're gonna stake it, it's got to be something long term, like big, like Solana, Ethereum. Cardano staked. You can get some good APY on Cardano, and it really is a stable freaking coin, right? So a lot of those projects, you can get some good APY back, and they're going to be long term. But always you run that risk of not being able to sell on a massive run. So Nico said probably no more liquidity for Ryoshi. Whew, you guys are taking shots at my boy Prodigy right now. We can't have all that. Now, I think it's because it's based, when you go to Chronos, it's based off of transactions. I don't know what this is based off, because if you really look, transactions, you see how like Crow has the most transactions, and it's down here. You have nuts, right? You have D's nuts. And the transaction, it's got 3 transactions for the day at $700, and it's trending at the number 8 spot. Why the hell is that? Like, it's a little weird. I wonder if they're paying to stay up there on the top trending, Fajerio said he's got to go. My daughter wants to drive around with the windows down. It's nice outside. Nice. What is it? It's 70 degrees right now down here in Florida. It's comfortable. We're in a spot in Florida where it's not a lot of humidity. It's not hot, but it's obviously not cold or anything. It's just like a comfortable stage. We're living it up because in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be friggin' summertime down here in Florida, and it's going to get unbearable. It's going to get unbearable for us all down here if you're in Florida. Oh, yeah, Rosales says Miami's hot. Yeah, you guys, you're done. Miami is ready. It's officially summertime in Miami now. It hasn't hit necessarily up here in Tampa yet, but I know it's like a week or 2 away. So, Rosales said raccoon. I saw that. Hold on here. I'm like, I know it ain't spelled. I see I didn't spell it right. What am I missing here? Let's see if I can just find it on here. Nope. I don't think we're spelling it right, bro. Mm-mm. Raccoon. That's not. Is that raccoon? If I've been saying it like not correctly my whole life, raccoon, raccoon, guys, I think I've been saying it the whole time my whole life. I've been saying it incorrectly. Oh, all right. So we already looked at this, obviously, with the fib retracement. So I mean, project doesn't look bad. Market cap is relatively low, and I don't mean like it's something to be worried about. I'm saying like it's got a solid market cap. Liquidity seems to be there. You know, it's relatively low. I mean, if this project does see a run, this thing could easily start running up really well because it has such a small market cap. It's been out for like 9 days. Yeah, so not bad. This spot that I put down here, if anybody was able to catch it down here at the 35, obviously you did really well. So as far as price-wise for this, you know, the 0.5, if it does break, it is below it's right at the 0.5. If it does break, you know, right now it's trying to find some support somewhere around that 0.5. If it does break, 618 is going to be your like last line in the sand. You can see this was resistance. It'll be some support, but possibly for short term. If it does, you know, this is the line in sand. If it does break this 618, you're going to probably be coming back down towards these levels. So hopefully it stays up at around above this 0.5, and you can see a nice little run up with it. So, Rosales said he's still holding Sol Paca. Whew. Uh-oh. Sol Paca. Damn, this thing broke. It briefly broke below our support level right here. Look at that. This was what? Oh, this was like freaking a week ago. I don't check these charts, but if you were able to catch this was a nice little run right here. But again, you can see it came back and it found that support where we pretty much mapped out somewhere around this 11. So you can see, I mean, from what I hear, I'm not invested in Solpaca, right? But from what I hear from all the guys, you know, supposedly they have a solid dev team. So, you know, hopefully they can make it out of this rut. You know, that because you can see lower highs as they've been kind of moving. So hopefully, you know, though it sometimes, like I said, I feel like they haven't seen a dramatic drop. You know, like they need to get some kind of a dramatic drop to really ignite the buyers and them start flying up. You've just seen like these swings, right? But it's making lower highs. And you see these swings, and really now, since after this swing right here, there's been maybe this one right here, but it's been very far and few between, right? And you can see a lot of consolidation going. So volume seems kind of low for, you know, a project that seems to be a bigger project. They have dropped down considerably, but who knows? Maybe this project will, like I said, can see some kind of a drop. You guys take advantage of it, and it can maybe go on a nice run. Justin said, "Didn't someone buy a big bag?" What do you mean, someone in our Discord? Because I know a lot of guys in the Discord. Not a lot, but you know there are a few of them that did buy in on Solpaca. But I mean, what's a big bag of Solpaca? Because this thing has 10 zeros. Thing has freaking 10 zeros. So I mean, you could easily obtain a trillion probably for cheap. Yeah, somebody in the Discord. I know there's a couple guys that have, you know, some solid bags of Solpaca, but I think they've been moving on, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard for me to keep up. It's hard for me to keep up, man. So you remember that channel that I just that we had? Look where we exactly hit our head just now, at around the 67.2. So we're still on this channel right here. This bull flag's still in play for this is obviously we're zoomed out. This bull flag's definitely still in play for Bitcoin for sure. So you see it got rejected at that 67.2, but the big thing that we're worried about is us finding support above the 66.4. We already have a few candles that have already basically found that support. So hopefully we can stay above the 66.4. I think we're going to be, if we can hold above the 66.4, the next spot for some solid resistance. I mean, there might be little pockets of resistance here and there, but the next big spot for some resistance is going to be the 69,000. Hey, 69,000. So we could see, if we do hold these levels, we could see possibly a big explosion back up to 69,000 for Bitcoin. And if and when we break, remember, this was our previous all-time high from 2021. If and when we break the 69, I think we're going to start shooting off like crazy. Now remember, historically speaking, I know we're in kind of uncharted territory now because Bitcoin already made all-time highs, but if we look back, we just forget about everything from these last few weeks, and we look back at the last 4-year cycles, Bitcoin usually makes all-time highs a few weeks after post-halving. So we could be seeing some big moves on the table for us, guys. Altcoin season will follow behind it. You can see Milady finding some support around where I was saying we need to hold. So things aren't looking bad. I'll take a day like this all day because you know what? Even though it wasn't explosive movement, we saw some nice stable prices. We're steadily seeing us move towards the upside, and I think we're doing great. Hopefully tomorrow the markets open up and we can just continue to see upward movement. So as long as, like I said, as long as we hold above the 66.4, I think our next big move is going to be up towards 69,000. So hopefully we'll be talking about that this week. That'd be nice. So Rosales said, yesterday I bought Fetch. Nice. We've been covering Fetch since Fetch was at 15 cents. 15 cents. You can go back and watch my videos from like a year ago. Fetch was down. I bought so much Fetch by the thousands. I did sell off early, but I made some solid money on Fetch. I think Fetch is going to be probably, if not one of the biggest AI projects for crypto, for sure. So, and they're about to do a merge with they're actually about to be merging to a different token coming out. I'll do some research. I know George was talking about it on his stream. They teamed up with like 2 other companies, and they're going to be merging with making like a completely different token. Your money's still safe, but they're all like merging into one. So I'll do some research, and maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. So, but other than that, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. Join the Discord. Got it on the top of the chat. If you're watching this video later, hit me up on YouTube, and I can give you the updated link because it does expire as far as Discord if you guys want to join. Make sure you guys check out NFK. We're running up. We're at right under $1 million market cap, so make sure you guys hit it up. Let us know if you guys need any help on that. You just need Solana. You can trade it on Solana or on Jupiter and Radium. We do have a big thing coming out tomorrow for NFTs on our NFK token, so keep an eye out for that. But other than that, guys, thank you. Have a wonderful night, and I will see each and every one of you guys tomorrow, all right?